What are you doing?
I was looking for sixpence.
Why are you waggling your legs about in there like a demented stag beetle on its back?
Well, I thought the sixpence had dropped under my body, but as it hadn't, I thought it might have trickled into my turn-ups, hence the vigorous shaking motion.
It looked to me as if you're trying to eliminate unsightly stomach sag.
Well, I was combining the two operations, sixpence searching and stomach sag stiffening.
I must say, since your visit to Dr. Groack, you seem to have an almost unhealthy obsession with your health. What did he diagnose?
Well, he said I was in quite good condition for a man in my condition.
You do yourself an injury with that. What else did he suggest?
Well, he said, what else did he say? I don't know, he gave me a good going over.
A reference to your portly figure, I dare say, came into it.
Certainly did, yes. Yes, he said I had a slight tendency to executive bulge.
Executive bulge? Is that what he called it? Due no doubt to your ceaseless eating of caviar and crepe Suzette. I'd call it something more like sandwich spread myself.
Whatever he said, he suggested that I should have a few pounds off here and there.
Did he? Yeah. He's a fat one to talk about darting. Dr. Groack, he's all of 18 stone in his stocking feet.
Dr. Groack has glands. It's a personal tragedy. He eats like a sparrow.
Does he? I notice you also go to a barber who is totally bald and rubs useless unguents into your scalp.
Lager and lime is very beneficial to the follicles. After all, hair is a man's crowning glory.
It's your crowning glory, is it? It's a pity you keep your light hidden under such a big bushel in the shape of this cap of yours.
Speak for yourself.
Shall I go and turn the oven on so you can give it a blow wave? Possibly a blue rinse might be a very glamorous addendum to your beautiful coiffure. Peek these little bits out there.
In Renaissance days, people used to put on rouge, beauty spots, wigs, bras, everything.
Yeah. I see you fancy yourself as a new Adrian Street.
Who's he?
Don't you know Adrian Street, the blonde wrestler?
Oh, yeah.
Who, like you, seems to revel in the glories of his own physique.
Yeah, I love watching his Boston crabs.
Do you?
Yeah. Right, he sweeps his hair back when he extricates himself from a triple knee lock. Then he goes like that, flexing his pectorals.
Yes, cracking walnuts with other parts of his body.
Yeah. Strutting round the ring, taunting the crowd, throwing his golden mane.
You fancy yourself as a wrestler, do you?
Yeah, be nice, challenge.
Ladies and gentlemen, a catch-weight contest. In the left-hand corner, Les Kerritt, Mick McManus and Black Quango. And in the right-hand corner, wearing the pink Lurex tights, Dud, the Dagenham Dervish.
You have to have a gimmick, though, don't you?
Yeah, I wouldn't go around flashing your armpits like that. I'd rely on your unusual costume and vestments. Why don't you call yourself Dud, the man in the iron Macintosh?
Yeah, or Dud, the mad monk who prays for his victims between rounds, then strangles them unmercifully with his rosary.
Yeah. I doubt if you had the strength to get in the ring, let alone strangle anybody.
I shouldn't underestimate my strength. You don't judge a sausage by its skin. Have you ever tried Indian wrestling?
No, I've never tried Indian wrestling. What is it?
Well, you put your hand up.
You put your hand up where?
It doesn't put it up. I'll put my hand up.
Yeah, you've already put your hand up.
And then I try and force it down.
I'll put my hand up and you try and force it down?
Yeah.
And the winner is elected leader of the tribe for a year, is he?
Something like that.
Yeah, I see.
Come and have a wrestle. After three. All right. 1, 2, 3.
I seem to detect in this childish struggle a strong underlying whiff of latent homosexuality.
There's nothing homosexual about two grown men sitting down holding hands.
Come on.
No.
Do you enjoy it?
No.
It's good.
It's half time.
Ladies and gentlemen, no contest.
Anyway, after all that exercise, it's time for a nourishing snack.
Yeah, I could do with a cup of tea. And is there any more of that Swiss roll left?
Pete, if you wish to poison your body, On your own head be it. The tea in tannin is a deleterious and dangerous stimulant. Furthermore, it is addicting.
It's addicting, is it, the tea in tannin?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I've been...
Did I say the tea in tannin?
Yes, you certainly did. You're
Oh,
nice,
what I meant was the tannin in tea.
I knew that was what you meant, but I didn't deny. I've been drinking tannin-y tea since I was a tiny. And furthermore, I could give it up like that.
That's what they all say. They start on soft drinks, then they graduate to tea for even hard kicks. And then it's downhill all the way, frothy cappuccino, black espresso, a lingering death surrounded by damp tea bags.
What do you propose to substitute?
Well, a glass of Adam's ale, natural, free-range spa water from the springs of Malvern, uncontaminated by chemical impurities.
And 6 bob a bottle.
Oh, it's a small price to pay for prolonged active life.
What's all this rubbish you're preparing over here?
Oh, it's natural, free-range fruit and vegetables, with a small spoonful of wild rice, just to get my yin and yang balance.
Oh, your yin and yang out of kilter?
It's a bit wobbly, yeah.
Wobbly yin and yang, yes. I suppose you get all this stuff from the health food store.
Yeah, Mr. Jones, he's the only bloke who sells unpolluted produce in Dagenham.
Oh, yes, Mr. Jones. I saw him getting his supply of free-range whiskey down at the Royal Oak.
Mr. Jones doesn't drink. It was probably for a friend of his.
Oh, yes, probably for a friend of his, and he thought the safest way to convey the whiskey to his friend was to place the whiskey in his own stomach. He was in the peak of health, I must say. Peak of health. He sang one bar of Nellie Dean, burped, and fell effortlessly to the floor. Like a panther.
Mr. Jones is not in the habit of taking unhealthy alcoholic bevies. It must have been his double.
Yes, he had a double or so about him.
Would you give me my wild time, please?
After that Indian wrestling, I've got a nasty feeling I could.
I suppose you're next going to say, why don't you have rosemary with your wild time?
No, I wasn't going to say that. I left that to you.
Oh, the Chris is coming along nicely, look.
Don't you think it a little unnatural to force it out of the flannel with a sunray lamp?
Oh, it's a compromise between nature and necessity. As you know, the last lot I put on the windowsill just collected soot and pigeons' doodah.
Very nourishing indeed. I look forward to some good tanned cress.
There we are, it. Right, cauliflower, carrots, dates, nuts.
Wonderful.
Remember not to bolt your nuts, Pete. And capped by an invigorating spoonful of pure honey.
Yeah, straight from your comb, I dare say.
Get that locked down you and you'll never have a yearning for Swiss roll again.
Well, it's quite tasty in a very dull kind of way. I see they've included a free-range grasshopper with the cauliflower. Very good. What are you twitching for?
I'm not twitching. I'm doing isometric exercises. Keeps the facial muscles in trim and banishes crowfeet.
You dreadful old Narcissus. If you did that sort of thing on the underground, you'd be arrested. These stairs are outside the door. Mr. Body Beautiful.
Oh, I feel a bit dizzy.
You feel dizzy? I should sit down then. Not on me, thank you very much. You're probably suffering from withdrawal symptoms.
What do you mean?
Well, you haven't had a cup of tea for about 8 hours, have you? As you say, it is addicting. You can't expect to kick the habit just as rapidly as that. You need a small medicinal dosage to get you on your feet again.
Yes, just a small dosage for medicinal purposes.
I mean, to cut it off just like that would be ridiculous, wouldn't it? Slowly and gradually.
Perhaps if there's any of that free-range Swiss roll, I might as well force some.
There we are. Now then, why don't you combine this with marine exercise 481? Do you know what that is?
No.
Take the Swiss roll in your left hand.
The Swiss roll?
The Swiss roll in your left hand. And raise it rhythmically to the lips in time with the music.
Right.
And 1, 2, 3, up to the lips, down 2, 3, up to the lips. Let the body do the work. Up 2, 3, down to the lips. Now combine it with the right hand, tea pressing. Take the tea in the right hand. Up, 2, 3, in, 1, 2, 3, in, 2, 3.
Michael, it's wonderful to see you. How are you? Remember me, Brian?
Brian?
Yeah, Brian Beavis. I used to come down and wash your car in Pavilion Road when you still lived there. You remember me, my little boy, Tony?
It's rather a long time ago. I don't remember, no.
No, well, you probably don't recognise me because I had my hair cut. They made me have it cut when I was in the last position I held. Anyway, nice to see you.
Nice to see you. I'm sorry about not recognising you.
I know your time's very precious, but I wondered if I could have, like, you know, just 5 minutes with you.
What about?
Well, it's a bit personal in nature, and I wondered if we could, like, you know, just pop inside for a couple of minutes.
Well, the thing is, my wife is rather busy inside preparing dinner. We've got some people coming around. All right, well, talk to me here.
Well, the thing is that this has never happened to me before. I don't really know how to put it.
Well, just tell me, what's the matter?
Last Sunday, my father died.
Very sorry.
And I say it's never happened to me before. You know me. I wouldn't turn to you unless I was really desperate. I swear on my father's life.
I thought he was dead.
Yeah, well, he's living in Cardiff. Or rather, he died in Cardiff, you know, and he wants to be buried there because he spent all his life as a youngster. I'm sorry, I don't want to bother you with all my bloody trouble. Anyway, I just wanted to get, like, the £50 for the burial. I have to go down there, you know. I've had to pawn my wife's wedding ring. My dear wife's wedding ring. Look, it's a ticket.
I said, this is for a transistor radio, in fact.
Yeah, well, we have to pawn that as well, you see.
You have a job.
Yeah, well, that's the point. I had this job as a truck driver, you know, taking away and delivering, mainly taking away. I had this accident and they took my licence away from me. But I was innocent. I had a witness.
Who was the witness?
My mother. She was there on the spot. I ran her over. I broke her leg in 14 places.
Your mother's broken her leg.
And that's a tragedy because she's a professional ice skater. And she had this tour fixed up in South Africa. And of course, she can't fulfill it now, you see.
I'm afraid I haven't got much cash, but I could let you have a fiver if that's any use. That's really all I can give you.
I don't want to take it. I really don't want to take it, honestly. I really thank you from the bottom of my heart, and I know my old lady would love to thank you. My mother would be delighted to thank you.
Well, there's no need for her at all.
She'd love it. She's just down the drive.
Well, I can come down with you and thank.
No, please. She's too proud. We walked all the way from Norwood.
On a broken leg?
Yeah, she's a very proud woman, but she wanted to come just to meet you. You stay inside in the house in the warm, and I'll go and get her.
You make it right, Steve.
Yes, certainly. Thanks very much. I won't be a second.
Thank you.
Oh, Mr. Craig, I'm so sorry to bother you. I told Brian not to come round pestering you, but he was so overwrought what with my father dying.
I thought it was your husband.
Yes, well, that was a terrible thing. My father died within minutes of my husband. They say things come in threes. God knows what's round the corner for me. I expect I'll go next.
Shouldn't you be in hospital?
Yes, I'm on the critical list. The critical list? I had to go and see Brian when I heard my husband and father were dead. I climbed out of the window on knotted sheets. The doctors say I may never skate again. And I just had this wonderful tour in New Zealand all fixed up.
South Africa, the tour.
Yes, that's what makes it even worse. Look, I've got the contract here. Skating tour contract.
It seems to be a hire purchase agreement for a hairdryer.
Yes, it's just untidy hair when you're skating, you know. Part of the ring rule. Yeah. I suppose Brian told you about the funeral.
Yes, you need £50, I understand.
Well, 75 actually. It's a double burial.
I'm afraid I haven't any more cash. I'm sorry.
Well, a cheque would do anything. I mean, we could move in here for a couple of weeks. We wouldn't make any fuss.
Mrs. Beavis, I think I might be able to make out a small cheque just to tide you over with the rent, if that's all right. Who do I make it out to?
Oh, that's wonderful. Make it out to Alan Beavis.
I thought it was Brian.
Brian, is it? Yes, Brian Beavis.
Brian Beavis.
He's much better at handling the money than I am.
Yes, well, there we are, and I hope that will tide you over.
Thank you so much. It's the little boy I'm so worried about, really, you know.
Which little boy?
Well, Brian's Tony. Oh, he's such a lovely little boy. But he can't go to school. He hasn't got the bus fare. Poor little lad, those bright, innocent little eyes. One look at them and they'll have your heart pulsing. I wonder if you'd like to just say hello to him. I know he'd like to say thank you.
I could take you down to the gate and see him there.
Mr. Crane, I may be 84 with multiple fractures, but I do have all right. I'll go and get him. I'll go and get my little Tony. He's a spitting image of his dad. You'll love him. I won't be a sec. Oh.
My granny said that I should come and say thank you.
I see you've got a broken leg, like your granny.
Oh, yeah, well, we all had to sleep in the same bed and I caught it off her. Yeah, things have been terrible since my father died.
Your father, Brian Beavis, has just died, has he?
I mean my grandfather, but he was like a father to me.
I'm sure he was.
Yeah, anyway, I just thought I'd come along and say thank you for what you've done, however little it was.
Will you kindly go and get your father and bring him here as soon as possible? I'd like to talk to him.
Yes, I will. Thank you very much indeed. Is Mr. Crane in?
Yes, he's in. He's in. He's just had a heart attack. The doctors are with him now. They've given him 1.5 minutes to live. Oh, and we've lost all our money. We're going to have to sell the house. My grandmother's on fire upstairs. Oh, Mr. Beavis, the children, they're going mad. What can I do, Mr. Beavis? Mr. Beavis, please help me.
Got to that.